Yeah, look, I can only captain as well as the guys do on the field. So for me, it's just about always trying to challenge the guys. And once again, as I said, now it's an opportunity for me now to challenge the guys to be better. Certainly not sitting back on a 1-0 series win against New Zealand and thinking everything is sunshine and roses. There's a lot of work for us to be done as a test unit. Our next test series is going to be against, once again, England at home is a very, very big challenge. And we need to make sure we address the things that we... at the end of the day, I just want the guys to be better and make sure that we're getting the best out of every single player in the team. So as long as I can do that, then that's great for the team. Yeah, very happy. I mean, there's a couple of combinations. Obviously, the Morkel issue was that was he going to be back at his best? And I think his results really do speak for themselves this series. He's bowled very controlled. He hasn't bowled a lot of bad balls, and that's been most impressive. He's bowled long spells, and he's been consistently quick right through his series. So I think Morne has definitely ticked all the boxes and proved everyone wrong that he's still got a lot to offer to Test cricket. But we know now, as you said, we've got some depth, and if there is one or two injuries, where before, if there was injuries, there was still a lot of question marks that who can handle and step up to the plate. Dwan is someone that I'm really looking forward to see what he does. He's quick and he swings the ball as well, so certainly he can step up into the team anytime. So it's nice to have that in your squad, and I think we've got good backup for everything. We've got two good all-rounders that's improving. They know that they're not the finished article yet. Chris Morris and Wayne Parnell is trying every day to become better bowlers, to be more consistent, to be ready to challenge for a third seamer position, but also know that they can at any time be the fourth seaman players all round in our team. Look, I think it's the last thing you want to do is you want to make massive changes. That's a sign of panic normally, and when you've gone through a season without losing a single series, it's definitely not any time for panicking. So I think, although I do think there's areas where we need to look at and be honest about how our performance has been through the year, and certainly from a squad perspective, for me it's really important that whoever plays in the first 11 know that there's a strong competition for that first 11. By no means are you guaranteed just to float through a season. You need to put in performances, so in that, whether you've played 5 games or 100 games, it doesn't change. Your performances must back it up. As it did in Australia, a guy that just came in and he did amazingly. So I think he's been the find of the summer for us, just the way that he's blasted onto Test cricket, for a guy to be so inexperienced and bowl like he's got 200 Test wickets behind him. It's just his control is really good. And that helps us a lot. When you have a spinner that can control the game, with our seam attack, we'll always be in the game. Yeah, different to the conditions that we expected. I think possibly this wicket would have played the most variation, possibly out of all the 5. It had a bit of movement on day 1, and then real good to bat the following days, and then possibly on day 5 it would have spun. So it would have been a real good Test wicket. Yeah, but just all in all, I didn't expect the spinners to play as big a role as it did, yeah, and I expected a lot more movement. But I suppose from their point of view, when you have like someone like Vernon Philander and those guys who, when there's green and it moves around quickly, he's a real handful. So what they've done really well this series is they've managed to keep him quiet with slower surfaces. But I find that he bowled well as well this series. He's a guy that didn't get the rewards that he would have liked. Only 2 or 3 wickets through this series. But as a captain, I did at all times I felt he was controlling the game really well and bowled good areas.